Good morning, friends. Last time we saw congruency of triangles, and I hope you do remember what congruency is. We tried a few sums also. So which rules of congruency have we learned so far? We learned the SAS axiom, the ASA theorem, and from ASA we also did AAS. So when you are proving two triangles are congruent, like I said before, the correspondence is very important. Yes, the matching. Like we have got triangle ABC and triangle PQR. If ABC is congruent to PQR would mean angle is equal to angle P, angle B to angle Q, and angle C to angle R. So we have done these three rules of congruency. So if you remember, we did last time. In congruency, the corresponding sides have to be equal. All the three sides have to be equal. The corresponding angles have to be equal. Under those 6 conditions, with proper alignment, the triangles are congruent. So we did these two rules. Today we are going to do something new, which is a very easy and very important part of mathematics, especially for isosceles triangle. It is for isosceles triangles. Now I hope you do remember what are isosceles triangles. Isosceles triangles are those triangles whose two sides are equal. So if I draw a triangle ABC such that AB equal to AC, means if these two sides are equal, any two sides of a triangle are equal, then it is an isosceles triangle. So here ABC is an isosceles triangle because AB is equal to AC, two sides are equal. So we are going to do two very important theorems today. The first theorem states that if two sides of a triangle are equal, then the angle opposite to them is also equal. Means in triangle ABC, if AB is equal to AC, so what is the angle opposite to AB? Angle ACB. What is the angle opposite to AC? Angle ABC. So the angle opposite to this side is this, and the angle opposite to this side is this. Now if those two sides are equal, the angles opposite to them are also equal. So we have to prove angle ABC is equal to angle ACB. So is it clear to you the theorem? We are given a triangle in which two sides are equal. Now the theorem is, if the two sides are equal, angles opposite to them are also equal. So if you look at this theorem, what are we given? Given triangle ABC, and in the triangle AB equal to BC. That is, sorry, not BC, AC. That is given to us. Okay, this is given. What we have to prove? We have to prove angle ABC is equal to angle ACB. Now, how will we prove it? To prove it, we'll use a construction. Draw the angular bisector. Okay, for the proof, construct angular bisector of angle A which intersects BC in D. So what I am going to draw, I hope you know what is angular bisector. This is angle BAC, the angle A. Now the line which divides this is the angular bisector. The angular bisector means it divides the angle A into two equal parts. So this I have done is the construction. This I can do on my own, the construction. What I have done, I have drawn the angular bisector which divides angle A into two equal parts. So by construction I have got angle BAB equal to angle CAD. This is by construction. Why? Because I have taken this point to be D. So we start again. What are we given? We are given a triangle ABC in which AB equal to AC, that is given. and we have to prove the angle opposite to that are also equal. So what I did by construction, I did the angular bisector of angle A which intersects BC in D. So this is the point D. Now angle BAD equal to angle CAD. Why? Because by construction it is the angular bisector. So angular bisector divides the angle into two equal parts. We also have AB equal to AC, which is given to us. Okay. So what have we got? This side are given equal. This we drew equal. And look at AD. So let me write on the top here. I'll have to reshuffle it, and you will see why. So first I will write AB equal to AC. This is given to us. Angle, what we have got? BAD. Okay. This is also not the first thing to be done. Sorry. Just a minute. Why? Before we prove that, let us see which triangles we are taking. So that is the first thing we take in triangle BAD and triangle CAD. First look at which triangles I am taking. I am taking BAD, this triangle, and CAD, this triangle. So I am taking these two triangles. That is very important step which I forgot. What we have got? AB equal to AC, which is given to us. Then we drew the angular bisector. So we got angle BAD equal to angle CAD. I will write here by construction, because it is the angular bisector, they both are equal, and in those two triangles AD equal to AD, which is a common side to both. The AD of this triangle is the AD of this triangle, they both are same common side, they both are equal. So what can you see in these two triangles? By SAS. SAS. Look at this, SAS. So by SAS axiom, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. How I got it? AB equal to AC was given to me. By the construction I drew the angular bisector making these two angles equal. So BAD equal to CAD by construction, and AD equal to AD is the common side of both the triangles. So by SAS axiom, triangle ABD equal to triangle ACD. Now if the two triangles are equal, then all the corresponding parts are equal. So what is the corresponding part here? Angle B and angle C. Therefore I can write angle ABD equal to angle ACD. And instead of what I taught you, what do you write here? CPCT. Means corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So what we have proved, that angle ABD, this angle, and angle ACD, this angle, they both are equal. So I hope you understood the first theorem. Very, very important. In future you are going to make very much use of this. So kindly understand, kindly remember. You may not remember the proof, but remember this result. Okay? What is the result? Now I can rub off this angular bisector. Since I have proved it, let me remove this and now understand for whatever triangle, whichever triangle you have got, when two sides are given equal, in a triangle, when two sides are given equal, the angle opposite to them will also be equal. Remember the word opposite. So if AB is one side, what is the angle opposite? C. If AC is the equal side, what is the angle opposite? B. So if AB and AC are equal, the angles opposite to them will also be equal. That is theorem number 1. Okay? For the isosceles triangle. Now we go to theorem number 2, which is exactly the converse of this theorem. Okay? It is exactly the converse. I should not rub this, but we'll see what we are supposed to do. Now what does the converse mean? Converse mean, this time we are given triangle ABC, we are given triangle ABC, and this time we are given angle ABC equal to angle ACB. So what are you given this time? You are given this angle and this angle is equal. This time the angles are given equal. What you have to means this is given equal. This thing is given equal. What you have to prove that AB equal to AC. So this time it is the converse. You are given the opposite angles are equal. Now you have to show what? In a triangle, when two angles are equal, the side opposite to them is also equal. So you have to show AB equal to AC. This is what you have to show. Again, what is given to you? Have you followed? In the previous theorem, it was given the sides are equal. We have to show the angles opposite to them are equal. Here we are shown the angles are equal, both of them. We have to show side opposite to them is equal. Again, we will do the angular bisector. Same thing. There is no change here. The point B. Okay. But this time what we have got? Angle BAD equal to angle CAD. By construction. Okay. So first I will write. What I will write? Angle BAD equal to angle CAD. That is by construction. Because I drew an angular bisector, by construction what I have got? This angle and this angle is equal. Now angle ABC equal to angle ACB. Angle ABC equal to angle ACB is given to me. Okay? And AD equal to AD. Common side. The common side. Again, which triangles I have taken? I am not telling which triangles I have taken. I have written in triangle BAD and triangle CAD. The two triangles. BAD and CAD again. These two angles are equal by construction. These two angles are given. And this is AD common side. So what order will you follow from this now? Look at this. Angle, sorry, we'll start from here. Angle, angle, side. Which angle? Angle DBA or angle ABD, this angle first, then BAD second angle and AD common side. So angle, angle, side. We have got an angle, angle, side. So by AAS again, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. Now if the two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are congruent. So AB equal to AC. Therefore, AB equal to AC. What you will say? CPCT. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So first we proved by SAS, now we have proved by AAS, same construction. So very two important theorems. In a triangle, if two sides are equal, the angles opposite to them are also equal. In a triangle, if two angles are equal, then sides opposite to them are also equal. These are very two important theorems which we are going to make use of for a long time. Okay? So I hope you understood this clearly. Okay, now we will try to make use of the theorems we have learned. Now what are we given here? Look at this. We are given triangle ABC. Can you see? We are given triangle ABC in which AB equal to AC means AB and AC both are equal and BE and CF are the altitudes. This both BE and CF are the altitude. What does altitude mean? Which makes 90 degree, which falls at 90 degree. So I have drawn the 90 degree here. So again understand the sum. What is the sum showing us? What is the sum telling us? The sum is telling us we have got a triangle ABC, so it is right here given triangle ABC in which AB equal to AC, that is given. There is a triangle ABC in which AB equal to AC and BE and CF are the altitudes, means from B to AC the altitude 90 degree, they both are the altitudes. We have to prove B equal to CF. So you have to prove this B, altitude BE and altitude CF both are equal. Okay? Now to show that the two sides are equal, we can try with congruency. So we have to prove that two triangles, we have to choose two triangles whose sides are BE and CF. Okay? So choose two triangles in such a way that B is the side of one triangle, CF is the side of another triangle, and if you show both the triangles are equal, if the triangles are equal, then the corresponding parts are also equal, hence we can show B equal to CF. So now comes the point, which angles are we going to choose? Which sides are we going to choose? How we are going to prove it? So let us start the proof. Okay, the first proof I'll mention is angle ABC equal to angle ACB. Can you tell me why? Angle ABC is this whole angle. Let me draw by the color so you will understand. Angle ABC is this angle in blue and angle ACB is this angle in red. These two angles are equal. Why? Angle ABC and angle ACB are equal. Why? Because they are the angles opposite to equal sides. Remember the theorem we did? The angles which are opposite to equal sides are equal. So if you look at triangle ABC first, look at triangle ABC, we are given AB equal to AC. So in the triangle ABC we are given AB is equal to AC. So angles opposite to them will also be equal. Therefore angle ABC equal to angle ACB. Because and we'll call this result 1 also. We'll call this result 1. And why we got this result? Because angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So we got this result. Now we'll proceed with the sum. So I'll take in triangle, I'm taking FBC, one triangle, FBC, okay, and triangle BEC. So look which two triangles I've taken. I've taken FBC and I should write EBC. Sorry, no, FBC, yes, FBC and EBC. I have taken these two triangles. See which I have chosen first. So first I showed a result that because these two sides are equal, the angle opposite to them is also equal. And then which triangles I am choosing? FBC and EBC. So I can write FBC and ECB to maintain the correspondence. I'll write ECB. You can write whatever you want, makes no difference. Now we start the sum. Angle BFC. Angle BFC equal to angle CEB. Why? Right angles. You can see the altitudes, both are right angles. So they are equal. This angle and this angle is equal because they are right angles. Angle ABC equal to angle ACB. How? We just proved. So from result 1. From 1 we have this are equal. And the third one, BC equal to BC, it is a common side. So if you look at this triangle, then BC belongs to this triangle. If you look at the other one, BC belongs to that. So BC is the common side. So by angle side, which one? By AAS, angle side, triangle FBE is congruent to triangle FBE to ECB. Yes? Sorry, FBE to ECB. Let us check. Is it correct, the correspondence? Angle F is right angle, angle E is right angle. So F and E correspond. Yes? Then angle B of this triangle and angle C of this triangle. Yes, they correspond. And the remaining angle BE of this one. So we have got triangle FBE. FBE corresponds to ECB. Sorry, we got FBE, we have got FBC. I was wondering. FBC, yes. Now we have got it correct. Triangle FBC is congruent triangle ECB. So what have you got? Here. Yes, that CF equal to BE. Therefore, CF equal to BE, CBCD. Okay, so did you follow how I made use of the theorem? So here there is a slight thinking process which you have to practice. Again, look at the same. What we were given? We were given triangle ABC, in which AB equal to AC. Only that much was given. AB equal to AC. We are given a triangle ABC in which AB equal to AC. Then there were two altitudes, BE at 90 degree, CF at 90 degree, and you have to prove that BE equal to CF, that the altitudes are equal. Now before I started the sum, I used the theorem we did previously. In a triangle, if two sides are equal, angle opposite to them is also equal. So I showed the angles are equal, the result one. And then I chose the triangles I wanted to take. I took triangle FBC and ECB. FBC and ECB. First I showed triangle F and triangle E. So angle BFC and triangle CEB both are equal because they both are right angles. Then the result one showed me that this angle and this angle is also equal. So in this triangle, this angle and this triangle, they both are equal. And BC equal to BC, common side to both the triangles. So these two triangles are congruent. If the triangles are congruent, their corresponding side should be equal because congruent parts of congruent triangles are equal. Hence, we have proved this, right? Now we are going to go to a similar sum, same diagram, but something is going to change here and we'll have to change the thinking process also. Now, again we are given triangle ABC. This time we are given that BE and CF are equal. It is given BE and CF are equal. And we have to prove the reverse, that AB equal to AC. Now understand, this sum has changed here now. What has changed? We are given in triangle ABC, this time this side BE and CF, they are given equal. Their altitudes, both are 90 degree, they are given equal. And only that much is given, that these two sides are equal, with 90 degree are equal. We have to prove AB equal to AC. Now how will you think? To prove AB equal to AC, we have to prove this angle and this angle is equal. To prove that angle is equal, to again prove FBC equal to ECB. But this time how will we do it? We are not given that these angles are equal. This time we cannot show these angles are equal. Why? Okay. Now comes the main point to think. The real trouble here. Okay. Now see what is the different here. You may think this is very simple. The sides are given equal. The sides are given equal. So angle opposite to them will be equal. The converse theorem. But we cannot work it out here. Now I will tell you the reason why. Understand carefully. We are given triangle ABC. Okay. So if we take triangle ABC and we take AB and AC, they are both the same sides of a triangle. They are the sides of the same triangle. Are you following? When you choose triangle ABC, then AB and AC are the sides of the same triangle. Now here we are given BE equal to CF. But BE is a part of this triangle and CF is a part of another triangle. So BE and CF are not the sides of the same triangle, so we cannot use that the angle opposite to them will be equal. This is the problem we face here. So if you understand what is the differential, please make sure to understand this. We are given triangle ABC. When we were given triangle ABC, then AB and AC are the sides of the same triangle. So we can take angle B, means ABC equal to angle ACB. We can take the angles equal. Here we are given two sides are equal, but even if these two sides are equal, what is the problem here? The problem is that these two sides are not the sides of the same triangle. So here we'll have to think a little differently and see how we will prove this sum. So if you have thought of it, what will you do now? We have to prove AB equal to C. What are we only given? Triangle ABC, BE is equal to CF. But like I told you the problem, they are not the sides of the same triangle. So we cannot say the opposite sides are equal. But first we'll choose the triangle. So let me take triangle. I will write the proof here. Let me take triangle ABE. Triangle ABE and triangle ACF. Which I have taken? ABE. Look, I have taken ABE this triangle, and ACF this triangle. Now what I will do is, to make it simpler for you, I should not do this, but to make it simpler, I will try to break down the triangle into its two different parts. Okay, I will try to break it down to make it easier for you. Okay, so I have written different colors so you will understand which two triangles I have taken. So this is the exact diagram we have here, but I have tried to show you the triangles we have taken. The triangle shown in blue, triangle shown in red is ABE, and triangle shown in blue is ACF. These two triangles we have taken. Okay? Clear? Now, this is given 90 degree and this is a linear pair. So the other side will also be 90 degree. This is also, this is altitude. So this is 90 and even this is 90. Both are 90, the altitudes. They both are 90. So this time we don't need the bottom one. We will take the top one. Okay? This here we will take. Now look. Angle EAB. Look at angle EAB. EAB. This angle EAB. Angle EAB equal to angle FAC. Look, EAB of the red triangle, EAB of the red triangle equal to FAC of the blue triangle. What will write? Same angle. It is nothing but the same angle. Can you see that? The triangles may be different. The triangles are different, but the angle is the same. So in this red triangle EAB, this is the angle A. In the blue triangle FAC, this is the angle A, and the angle is common to both the triangles are at same angle. They are equal. Then angle AEB, look at this AEB red triangle equal to angle AFC of the blue triangle, because they both are right angles. So this angle is equal in the red triangle and the blue triangle. This is the right angle of the red triangle, right angle of the blue triangle, and BE equal to CF, which is given to us. So now look at the order. In the red triangle, this angle, in the red triangle we start from here. This angle and this side is equal. In the blue triangle, this angle and this side. So this side and this side is given equal. Which order we have taken again? If you follow the order, I start from here. Angle and this side, angle and this side is equal. So by AAS, triangle ABE is congruent to triangle ACF. ABE is congruent to ACF. Therefore, AB equal to AC, CP, CP. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So we have shown. So this is the actual diagram. I have tried to show you. I have taken this triangle, which is the red one, and this one, which is the blue one. This angle is common in both. These two are 90 degree. These two sides are given equal. So by AAS, the two triangles are congruent. And if the two triangles are congruent, then the sides corresponding to them are also congruent, and hence it is proved. So we have done two new theorems today, and I have shown you how to work out these theorems to prove the same sum but in two different ways. When the first thing, the sides were given equal, in the second case the altitudes were given equal. So here you need to practice a lot to find out which theorem to use when. Okay, so this is geometry. Triangles may look very complicated to you, but only practice can make it simpler. You have to repeat these videos again and again till you understand it thoroughly, and then you have to practice a lot of sums. So all the textbook sums you are supposed to do. Only if you keep on practicing the sums, you will get thorough with geometry. So I'm going to end here. Thank you.